It was 1973. A family was camping deep in the woods of Pennsylvania. The father, a man named Terry, was a seasoned outdoorsman. He knew the sounds of the forest. He could tell a deer, he could tell a fox just by the crackle of a twig. But one night he heard something he couldn't place. It was a cry, not animal, not human, it was something else entirely. Then he saw them. Two red eyes glowing in the distance. His survival instinct screamed at him. He felt a primal fear. He was no longer the hunter, he was the prey. He backed away slowly, step by step. He got back to his tent, told his family they were leaving at first light. They didn't sleep that night, they just listened to the silence of the woods. Terry never knew what was watching him that night. But the fear he felt was real. It was a survival signal. What happened to Terry in those woods? That chilling feeling is your body's ancient alarm system. It's a masterpiece of survival engineering. It all starts in a small part of your brain called the amygdala. Think of it as your personal lookout. It's always scanning for danger. When it spots a threat, it sounds the alarm. It doesn't wait to ask questions. Once the amygdala hits the panic button, it triggers a chemical cascade. Your body gets flooded with adrenaline. Your heart starts racing, pumping blood to your muscles. Your breathing gets faster, sucking in more oxygen to fuel your body. Your pupils dilate, letting in more light so you can see the threat better. All non-essential systems shut down. You don't need to digest your dinner when you're about to become dinner. But here's a fascinating bit. Your thinking brain, the prefrontal cortex, gets a say too. It's the rational part that analyzes the situation. Is this a real threat? Or just a shadow? Sometimes the amygdala reacts first, and your thinking brain catches up a second later. It's a battle between your primal instincts and your logical mind. In a true survival situation, you need both working together. So when Terry felt that cold dread, it was his amygdala screaming, "Danger!" His heart pounded because adrenaline was preparing his muscles to bolt. This wasn't a flaw, it was his body working perfectly. Fear isn't a weakness, it's a finely tuned survival mechanism that keeps us alive. So, if fear is designed to save us from danger, why do some of us actively seek it out? Why do people pay money to ride roller coasters or watch horror movies? It seems counterintuitive. But the answer lies in that same chemical cocktail that floods your brain. The rush of adrenaline, the pounding heart, the heightened senses. It's an intense experience. When you're in a safe environment like a theme park, your brain knows you aren't in real danger. You get all the physical sensations of fear without the actual threat of dying. It's a high. This experience can be addictive. It's called benign masochism. You're enjoying a negative experience because your mind has framed it as safe. When the scary movie ends or the roller coaster pulls into the station, your body is flooded with another wave of chemicals. This time it's endorphins and dopamine. These are the brain's natural feel-good rewards. They create a sense of euphoria and relief. You survived. Think about it like a workout for your emotional system. When you confront a fear in a controlled way, you're building resilience. You're teaching your brain that you can handle stress. This builds confidence. It's why people climb mountains or skydive. This drive is often about pushing your personal limits. For a thrill seeker, the comfort zone is a boring place. Facing fear is a way to feel truly alive. It's a temporary escape from the mundane into the extraordinary. Fear is a universal human emotion. But how we express it, celebrate it, and even enjoy it is unique to every culture. It's not always about haunted houses and horror films. Take the Naghol or land diving on Pentecost Island in Vanuatu. Every year, men and boys tie vines to their ankles and leap from towering wooden platforms. The goal is to have their head just brush the ground below. It's a rite of passage, it's terrifying. But it's also a demonstration of courage and a celebration of a good harvest. In Japan, there's a tradition called Kimodameshi, which translates to test of courage. Groups of people walk a spooky path at night, often through a cemetery or a forest said to be haunted. The goal is to face the fear of the supernatural together. It's a popular summer activity, but it's also about bonding. Facing a scary situation with friends strengthens your relationships. Then you have rituals that embrace the macabre. In Mexico, the Day of the Dead, or Dia de los Muertos, is a vibrant celebration of life and death. Families build altars for their deceased loved ones, decorated with skulls made of sugar and bright marigold flowers. It's not about being scared of ghosts, it's about welcoming the spirits of the dead back for a visit. They're turning something many cultures fear, death, into a joyful festival. They confront the ultimate fear by laughing with it and honoring it as a natural part of life. Our relationship with fear is full of strange twists. Did you know that some people are physically unable to feel fear? There's a rare genetic condition called Urbach-Wiethe disease. It can damage the amygdala, that little alarm center in the brain. A woman known as SM who has this condition has been studied for decades. Scientists have tried everything to scare her. They've shown her terrifying films, put her in a haunted house, and even let her handle venomous snakes and spiders. Her reaction? Nothing. Just curiosity. She lacks the fundamental instinct that keeps the rest of us safe. Fear can also create false memories. When you're in a high-stress situation, your brain is working overtime to process information. But it's not always accurate. Your memory can become distorted. You might remember an event as lasting much longer than it actually did, a phenomenon called tachypsychia. Eyewitness testimonies from traumatic events are often unreliable for this very reason. Here's another strange fact. Being scared can actually boost your immune system, at least in the short term. When your body goes into fight or flight mode, it releases certain hormones that temporarily increase your natural killer cells. These fight off viruses and other invaders. But perhaps the most surprising thing is how fear can make you more attractive to others. It's called the misattribution of arousal. If you're on a scary date, your brain might mistake that physiological arousal from fear for romantic attraction. So, if you want a memorable first date, maybe a walk through a haunted forest is the way to go. We spend so much time trying to avoid fear. We build safe houses, create laws, and stick to comfortable routines. We see fear as an enemy, something to be conquered or eliminated, but we've been looking at it all wrong. Fear is not your enemy. It's your oldest, most loyal advisor. It's a whisper in your ear that has kept the human species alive for hundreds of thousands of years. It's the instinct that tells you not to walk down that dark alley or to check the weather before you climb a mountain. Listening to it is a sign of wisdom, not weakness. The true purpose of fear is not just to make you run away, it's to make you focus. When you are scared, the world melts away. All that matters is the here and now. You are completely present, your senses are sharper than they've ever been. You see more clearly, you hear more acutely, you think faster. In a survival situation, that intense focus is your greatest asset. It's what allows a firefighter to run into a burning building or a soldier to perform under pressure. They aren't fearless, they are using their fear. They are channeling it into a state of heightened performance. This is the ultimate lesson fear has to teach us. It's a tool. When you learn to work with it, instead of against it, it can make you better. It can make you stronger, faster, and smarter. Every time you face a fear and push through it, you are recalibrating your own limits. You are expanding your world. We don't grow by staying in our comfort zone. We grow by stepping out of it and discovering we are capable of more.